A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal battle that could reshape the political landscape ahead of the 2026 midterm elections, the United States Supreme Court is set to hear arguments on a contentious case involving Louisiana's congressional districts. The dispute centers on the drawing of these districts following the 2020 census, with implications that could reverberate throughout the country. Louisiana currently has 6 congressional districts, with 4 held by Republicans and 2 by Democrats. Notably, the Democratic districts are predominantly represented by majority Black residents. A coalition of non-Black citizens has initiated a legal challenge against these districts, arguing that race was overly emphasized in the redistricting process. They assert that the state should limit itself to only one majority Black district, a move that could drastically alter the representation of Black voters in Louisiana. On the other side of the aisle, both the state and civil rights organizations are standing firm in defense of the current map. They argue that while race was indeed a factor in the redistricting, it was not the sole determinant, and that the considerations were in line with the Voting Rights Act's directives to ensure fair representation for minority voters. This case presents a complex legal question for the Supreme Court. How can states balance the mandates of the Voting Rights Act, which aims to protect minority voting rights, with the Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution, which guarantees equal treatment under the law? The justices are being called upon to clarify the standards for how states can draw their congressional maps while adhering to these competing legal principles. The outcome of this case could have profound implications not just for Louisiana, but for congressional redistricting nationwide. With Republicans holding a precarious majority in the House of Representatives, every congressional seat is critical to maintaining control. A ruling from the Supreme Court is expected by the end of June, and it could potentially shift the balance of power in Washington for years to come. As the nation watches closely, this case exemplifies the ongoing struggle over representation and the role of race in the political process. The Supreme Court has previously acknowledged the tension between the Voting Rights Act and the Equal Protection Clause, recognizing that while states have some discretion in creating their maps, they must also ensure that their decisions do not disproportionately disadvantage racial minorities. This Louisiana case will test the limits of that discretion and may set a precedent for how similar cases are handled in the future. As the arguments unfold, the implications for both Louisiana and the broader political landscape remain uncertain, but one thing is clear: the stakes are high, and the outcome could significantly influence the direction of American politics leading up to the pivotal midterm elections in 2026. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.